Hi, I'm Joe Pagetta. I want to thank you for watching this extraordinary concert, All-Star Bluegrass Celebration. It was recorded at the Ryman Auditorium in Nashville, Tennessee, back in 2002. And the amazing thing about this show is that it was public television that made this show possible. And then we broadcast it to you just less than a year later. And then we were able to use it to raise more support for public television. So we need to continue that cycle. We need to keep it going. So please, there are numbers on your screen. Please call those numbers and support your public television station. And we've got some great gifts to give you if you do so. That version you just heard of Dan Tyminski with Alison Krauss and Union Station doing Man of Constant Sorrow. It's only available by pledging your support to public television. We've got a DVD to tell you about and a CD to tell you about in just a minute. So you'll get that. And of course, on those discs, there's plenty of bonus footage from this concert. We're going to be with you a few more times during the program to share with you some more great insight about it and about this concert. So please do call that number on your screen. Here's some gifts for you.
Make a pledge of $60 and we'll thank you with this CD, the companion to the program you're watching now. With your contribution of $90, we'll be happy to send you a DVD of the program, including additional bonus footage. Make a generous contribution of $175 or more, and we'll send you the program DVD, the companion CD, and Del McCoury's Moneyland CD, featuring guest performances by Marty Stewart, Merle Haggard, Emmylou Harris, Dan Tyminski, and more.
And what I absolutely love about the music that we bring to you here on public television is that literally you can feel the magic, the energy, and the spirit. I mean, it was electric there on the Ryman stage. And think about it, where else are you going to see great programs like this? We've brought you Celtic Woman, Josh Groban, and now we're introducing Bluegrass to the nation. And again, that's what public television stands to do, to bring you great programs that are worth watching. And we've got a great way to say thank you. So please, go to your phones now, go to that number on the screen, pledge your support at the $90 level, and we have this DVD of the All-Star Bluegrass Celebration ready to give to you as your gift for your contribution to public television. Again, go to that number you see there on the screen, pledge your support, and there's more music on its way.
Thank you, Janet. And Janet's going to have some special guests with her in the studio in just a few moments, so you'll definitely want to stick around for that. This is an extraordinary show. You've got 5 generations of bluegrass musicians on the stage at the legendary Ryman Auditorium. And that's really rare. Not only 5 generations, but really, at the time, some of the greatest practitioners of the bluegrass genre all together. It reminds me of the great Tammy show that you've seen on PBS when you had the Rolling Stones and Otis Redding together. So here you go, 2002, some of the greatest musicians at the Ryman Auditorium. This is extraordinary programming, an extraordinary concert. Please do show your support for public television by calling that number on your screen. If you can do so at the $175 level, we've got an amazing gift for you. We've got the DVD of this program with the bonus features, including that version of Man of Constant Sorrow that you can only get on that DVD. We've got the CD of the show, same thing with Man of Constant Sorrow. And then we've got Moneyland, which is a great new collection of bluegrass music. So please do call that number.
I am joined by Del McCoury and his eldest, Ronnie, here. And I just have to tell you, I am so honored. I'm in the presence of legends here. You've been doing music now for how many years?
Oh, it's been quite a while, since about 1957.
We won't do the math. Is that all right with you? Now, again, many people have commented to you over the years that they remember this night. Is that a question you get a lot?
Yes. You know, folks, when we do our shows through the year, you know, we go out and sign autographs at the record table, and a lot of people come up and say they tell us they've seen this show. You know?
What do you think was so special about that evening?
All of the great performers, you know. There's the best in bluegrass, really. And starting with Earl Scruggs, one of the original bluegrass band guys, you know. He used to play for Bill Monroe back in the middle 40s, and right on down to Alison Krauss.
Now, you have a great quote that you wrote with your friend Harley, and it's like, if I'll get you started, let's see if you can finish it. But you tell the story about that you never really get tired, that this is real joy for you. What is that line?
Yes, it's in a line in a song, and I hope I can remember. Where are you at, Harley? I need you. It's in the song "Never Grow Up Boy." Let's see now. Can you remember it, Ronnie? The line?
You're guitar picking,
Yes.
bluegrass singing, never grow up boy.
I guess it's right. Yeah. Well, it was simpler than I thought.
We'll be right back with more.
Thank you, Janet, and thank you, Del and Ronnie, for joining us today. I want you to think about public broadcasting and its role in your life. Think about it. You may have grown up with it. If you're my age, I grew up with public television. I watched Sesame Street when I was a kid. And then as I've gotten older and I've gotten an interest in current affairs, I watch all the great news programming. I watch the PBS NewsHour. I watch Frontline. I love American Experience and American Masters. So think about the value of public television in your life. You might be a weekend watcher and you enjoy our cooking shows and our home repair shows. You may just like music programming, like the program you're watching tonight. Everybody has their own different thing that they love about public television. So think about that value, and then I want you to put a price on it. Maybe it's $20, maybe it's $40, maybe it's $60. Maybe you can go all the way up to that $175 level, and we can give you all those gifts. So think about the different ways that you value public television, and then put a number on that and show your support for your public television station. There are a lot of things that your public television station does that other stations in your area are not doing. There's some great local programming, there's some great news coverage, there's a lot of different elements that make up public television. And it's one of those rare stations that has something for everyone. So think about it. Maybe your kids watch it in the morning, and then maybe you watch something else at night. So lots of different reasons to support public television. And tonight, I want that reason to be the All-Star Bluegrass celebration. So please do call, show your support. I'm going to tell you now about some of those great gifts that you can get.
Make a pledge of $60 and we'll thank you with this CD, the companion to the program you're watching now. With your contribution of $90, we'll be happy to send you a DVD of the program, including additional bonus footage. Make a generous contribution of $175 or more, and we'll send you the program DVD, the companion CD, and Del McCoury's Moneyland CD, featuring guest performances by Marty Stewart, Merle Haggard, Emmylou Harris, Dan Tominski, and more.
And when you call in like you're doing and we hear those phones ring, it really is music to our ears. And again, we were just talking about Moneyland. Yeah. Really share with our public television audience what that is and the money goes to.
Absolutely. Well, Moneyland was a project that we decided to put out because we were wondering about the plight of rural America. And so we got a bunch of folks from our community to stand up and let their voices be heard, I guess, as you could say. Patty Loveless, who grew up in Kentucky singing about coal mines, and Dan Tominski, who was basically singing about health care in the mountains of Appalachia. And Merle Haggard has a bluegrass cut on here. He's the common man's poet, you know, and he knows how to sing about America.
Well, I think that's what's beautiful about the bluegrass community, coming together for the common good, and really that's what public television is here to do, to make sure that we preserve the best of American culture, and bluegrass certainly is that. So, again, go to those numbers on your screen, call them now, and say yes to supporting public television.
Please do go to those phones and call that number. We've got some great concert left for you. We've got some great conversations with Del and Ronnie and Janet. It's going to be an extraordinary program. Stick with us. And of course, let me tell you what's coming up. Earl Scruggs is coming up, one of the fathers of bluegrass music and someone who Del admired when he was a kid. Travis Tritt is going to come up playing the banjo. Patty Loveless will be with us. Vince Gill stays throughout the show, the great country singer. He also plays the mandolin. He also plays the upright bass. He does everything. And then we'll have Ralph Stanley, who's going to join us on the show and do his haunting version of Oh Death. Really extraordinary. At that $90 level, we've got that DVD for you of this entire concert, plus that bonus footage, backstage talk. It's going to be great. Call those numbers.
Wow, what an amazing performance by Ralph Stanley and that a cappella version of Oh Death. It really does nearly just bring you to your knees, the beauty and the rawness of that moment. And I think that is what I am truly enjoying about this All-Star Bluegrass celebration. When you think of it, bluegrass has this incredible power to share with us some of the most mournful and almost dirge-like lyrics, poems really, but set to almost a happy, jaunty tune with a wonderful, happy banjo playing. And then it's when you realize that truly bluegrass has the transform to transport our souls from what sometimes is the harsh realities of life to perhaps give us that underlying feeling of joy and the silver lining of the clouds that may sometimes fall. Bluegrass has its roots in the American spiritual, jazz, and the blues. It is truly an American art form. And we are so hoping if you are enjoying this amazing performance from the Ryman Auditorium that you will call that number on your screen. Say yes to public television and television worth watching. We've got some amazing ways to say thank you. So please go to those phones right now.
Make a pledge of $60 and we'll thank you with this CD, the companion to the program you're watching now. With your contribution of $90, we'll be happy to send you a DVD of the program, including additional bonus footage. Make a generous contribution of $175 or more and we'll send you the program DVD, the companion CD, and Del McCoury's Moneyland CD, featuring guest performances by Marty Stewart, Merle Haggard, Emmylou Harris, Dan Tominski, and more.
And I just want to remind you about that DVD and CD. Those are the only places you can get that version of Man of Constant Sorrow that Dan Tominski did there early in the show. Really a great performance. And I also want to point out, it looked to me like Ralph Stanley was getting a little flustered there with Patty Loveless. I don't know, I was getting a little flustered just watching it. So that's good stuff. So as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about great music venues through the world and opportunities that I've had. I've seen shows at the Bottom Line in Madison Square Garden in New York City. Think about great venues like Royal Albert Hall, the Coliseum in LA. And these are places that we've taken you with PBS. Then also think about the fact the Bottom Line is no longer there. A lot of these venues are disappearing, and through PBS and through public television, we've been able to capture great concerts at these venues. And the Ryman Auditorium, where I've had the great opportunity to catch a few shows over the years, is really one of the greatest places you can see a live show. It's the Mother Church of country music, and this great all-star bluegrass celebration, I think, really captures the essence of that venue. It's really extraordinary. It's a really well-done production. So I hope you'll support your public television station. I hope you'll call that number on your screen so we can continue to bring you these great concerts in these great venues around the world. If you can do so at the $90 level, we've got the DVD of the program. It's got some great bonus features. It's got some great interviews with the artists backstage. And of course, it's got that version of Man of Constant Sorrow you can only get on the DVD. I'm going to send you back now to Janet Ivey.
And really, where else can you see such great performances other than public television right there in the comfort of your own home? Perhaps you've seen your first ever symphonic performance, and that was public television. Or perhaps you saw a new artist when Josh Groban first burst onto the scene. And now we are bringing you this wonderful all-star cast, the best of the best in bluegrass, and you are getting to enjoy this great performance right there in the comfort of your home. So we've got a great way to say thank you at the $175 level. This includes the DVD of the program you're watching, along with 5 extra songs and bonus footage, the All-Star Bluegrass Celebration CD, along with the Moneyland CD, which also benefits rural America. Great ways to say thank you, so don't hesitate. Go to those phones right now and give us a call.
Thank you, Janet. I'm here with Ronnie and Del McCoury again. Thank you so much for joining us. And Ronnie, I understand, how old were you when you started playing?
Well, Joe, I was 14 years old, I guess, when I joined my father's band. My brother, he was 15, so we've been a family band for close to 30 years.
And how long from when you started playing to when you were out on the road?
Well, I had only played about 6 months, and he put me in the band, so.
Excellent. Just doing some padding on the mandolin.
Yeah, he just said, you gotta get in there and play.
That fall, we had to do a tour in Europe, 30 days, and
Yeah, I went.
you went.
Fantastic. And I understand we talked earlier that you grew up with PBS and public
Absolutely.
television. Could you tell me some of your favorite shows on
Well,
PBS?
I would have to say my absolute favorite show growing up was Austin City Limits, because music, we're so lucky to have music all kinds of music coming to the household, you know.
And Terry Lacona, who produces Off City Limits now over 35 years, also produced this show.
Yes, he did, yes.
So he did a great job. It's an extraordinary show, and we'll get back, we'll talk more about Bluegrass and about this program. Janet?
While Del was watching, or while Ronnie was watching Austin City Limits, I was watching Sesame Street. So that would make the reason why I'm not in a bluegrass band, I suppose. But we've got great ways to say thank you. Let me just remind you again, at the $60 level, we have the All-Star Bluegrass CD. So much music, you will enjoy this over and over again. At the $90 level, we have the DVD of the program you're watching, the All-Star Bluegrass Celebration. And at the $175 level, we have the DVD and the CD of the Bluegrass Celebration, along with the Moneyland CD. So many ways to say thank you. And one of the reasons we want to come to you tonight is remind you that truly public television is much like a museum on the airwaves. We are a curator of great American culture. We also bring to you perspectives from around the world just to enliven and perhaps inspire you for different points of view that encompass our great country and world. Public television exists to make sure that we preserve the best things that are American and also the best things from around the world and bring them to you so that you can view them in the comfort of your own home. So don't watch on somebody else's dime. Go to those phones now. Pledge your support of public television. Say yes to this wonderful organization that is a curator of all things that are entertaining, educational, and inspiring. So that number is on the screen for a reason. We've got incredible ways to say thank you. We're so delighted you've joined us for this broadcast this evening. Please join us. Join us with your financial contribution. Go to those phones now. Thanks so very much.
Make a pledge of $60 and we'll thank you with this CD, the companion to the program you're watching now. With your contribution of $90, we'll be happy to send you a DVD of the program, including additional bonus footage. Make a generous contribution of $175 or more, and we'll send you the program DVD, the companion CD, and Del McCoury's Moneyland CD, featuring guest performances by Marty Stewart, Merle Haggard, Emmylou Harris, Dan Tominski, and more.
I'm back with Del and Ronnie. And Del, you started playing when you were young, but you became a professional musician, I guess, in the late 50s?
True. I got out of high school in 1956, and I started playing about that time, you know. And that, I guess you could call that my start of professional musician, you know.
And you started as a banjo player, right?
I did. Actually, I did. And I'd heard Earl Scruggs, so that was my idol, you know, back in those days. And of course, I got a job with Bill Monroe in 1963 and started playing guitar and singing lead, and I kind of stuck with it ever since, you know.
So even now, you know, 50-somewhat years later, you get to share a stage with Earl Scruggs. Does the thrill of that lost on you, or is it still a great thrill?
It's still a great thrill, and he's a great player yet. He can still play good, you know. I guess, you know, you never do tire of listening to your idols.
Absolutely. So the old adage that you should never meet your idols, not the case.
That's true. Yeah.
Thank you, Del. Janet?
Well, we are about to go back to our fantastic program. You are going to see, again, some amazing music coming up. And my favorites in this next segment are Seven Wonders, sung by Nickel Creek. And you're even going to hear a rousing rendition of Rawhide. All of this is coming to you, but right now, the phones are ringing. That's music to our ears. We're delighted you're enjoying this program. Go to the phones now. Pledge your support for public television. Again, we've got many ways to say thank you. At the $60 level, you'll receive the CD of the All-Star Bluegrass Celebration. At the $90 level, we have the DVD of the program you're watching right now, plus bonus footage. And at the $175 level, you get the DVD, the music CD, and the CD Moneyland, which features many great artists all coming together to support rural America. Join us now. Give us a call. Thanks so much for supporting public television.
Hi, I'm Joe Pagetta. Thank you so much for watching this show. It's been extraordinary. What a blistering version of Rawhide that was. Bill Monroe's, one of his signature songs. And it was pointed out to me earlier that Bill Monroe is the only person in, if you look at the 500 years of music history, to invent his own musical style. He's in pretty much every Hall of Fame there is, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the Country Music Hall of Fame, the Bluegrass Hall of Fame. An extraordinary musician, extraordinary individual, and this night really, I guess, pays tribute to the music that he invented. And what's also interesting about it, if you think about it, you've got 4, maybe 5 generations of musicians up there, of bluegrass musicians. You've got Earl Scruggs and Ralph Stanley, and then next you got Del McCoury, then you go down to Ricky Skaggs and Vince Gill, and then, you know, Alison Krauss would be, and you can consider them together with Nickel Creek, or you could say Nickel Creek is the next generation. And then, of course, Chris Thile there blistering on the mandolin. And he, of course, is influencing mandolin players now that are coming up. So just extraordinary when you think about all those generations of musicians together on that stage. We're really happy to bring this to you from the extraordinary Ryman Auditorium. It's such a legendary music venue, and this was a legendary concert taped back in 2002. You need to call that number on your screen. You need to support your local public television station for bringing you shows like this. And we've got some great gifts to tell you about. Lots of different things. A lot of them have bonus features. So here we go. Some of those great gifts you can get for pledging your support to PBS.
Make a pledge of $60 and we'll thank you with this CD, the companion to the program you're watching now. With your contribution of $90, we'll be happy to send you a DVD of the program, including additional bonus footage. Make a generous contribution of $175 or more, and we'll send you the program DVD, the companion CD, and Del McCoury's Moneyland CD, featuring guest performances by Marty Stewart, Merle Haggard, Emmylou Harris, Dan Tominski, and more.
We certainly hope that by now, after viewing this amazing program, that you've been inspired to go to those phones and pledge your support and receive one of the many ways that we have to say thank you. This wonderful all-star celebration was recorded down at the Ryman Auditorium in Nashville, Tennessee. If you've never had the opportunity to attend a concert there, it truly is something remarkable. It's as if all the legends who've ever stood on that stage are still standing there in the wings, and it really is one of the most magical, beautiful places to ever hear music. And truly, the All-Star Bluegrass celebration that we've been privy to tonight is just another example of the great music that takes place on that stage. I want to remind you that when you pledge your support, you also get great bonus footage. Everything from Get Down on Your Knees and Pray to Choctaw Hayride. If that sounds interesting, go to those phones now.
Thank you, Janet. Your support for your local public television station pays for a lot of things, because public television is expensive. The programming costs money. At your local station, the videographers, the cameras, all of these things cost money. If you're at home watching this on an HD television set, it looks great. But of course, it's not cheap to shoot these things in HD and to bring in these programming. This show that you've been watching, All-Star Bluegrass Celebration, think about all those great angles you got, all those great cameras working together. This is a very expensive show to bring you, but your support made it possible. I've talked earlier about that loop. Your support making the show possible, and then us bringing you that show to further support public television. So consider that when you're pledging your support. If you can do so at the $60 level, we've got the CD of the All-Star Bluegrass Celebration. A lot of the performances you're hearing tonight, as well as some bonus material, including Man of Constant Sorrow. So please do, go to the phones. We've got operators standing by.
You just heard about some amazing ways we have to say thank you for pledging support. So please, if you're feeling inspired by the music you've been listening to, please go to that number on the screen, dial that number, and make a pledge. But thank you guys so very much. Where do you see bluegrass really going here in the 21st century?
Well, you know, bluegrass has the biggest fan base that it's ever had.
Wow.
And there are more bluegrass bands, young bluegrass bands today than ever, and old ones like me too.
Now, you had an interesting statistic. You guys polled, and for American households, it's pretty profound, right?
Yeah, you know, we have the International Bluegrass Music Association here, and they polled that about 60 million households enjoy or know bluegrass.
But it isn't just an American phenomenon. It is really international, right?
Absolutely.
It sure is. You know, we've toured, you know, in Japan and Europe, you know, but Ronnie can tell you about the Czech Republic. Tell me about that.
They say, we've never been there yet, but they say there's more bluegrass bands in that one country than all the international countries combined.
Wow.
So it's pretty amazing.
It is.
Well,
It's amazing.
congratulations for contributing to such a wonderful, wonderful musical just experience. And it sounds like it's not only here, but everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's where public television takes you, from here to anywhere. Call those phones now.
What a thrill it's been to have Del and Ronnie in the studio with us for this great show and to tell us some of the story behind it and to talk about Bluegrass. So we're very happy to bring it to you. Think about a program like this, the only place you're going to see it is on PBS, on your local public television station. And then think about all the other great programming you get all year long. There are a lot of things you're not going to see anywhere else. Think about our great documentaries. Think about the Independent Lens series and the POV series. Think about Frontline. Think about American Experience, American Masters, all just some of the best programs on television. And these are things you can still get for free over the air if you don't have a cable box. So where else are you going to find this kind of programming? It's not dumbed down programming. It's educational television. It's entertaining television. It brings community together. There's a lot of programs on your local station that you're only going to see there, things that other local stations aren't doing. So think about that when you pledge your support to PBS today. You can do so at many different levels. You can do so at the $20 level. You can do so at the $40 level. Whatever you can do to support. So think about the value of public television in your life. Think about if you have children, they may watch Sesame Street and the children's programming. Think about maybe if you watch the cooking shows or if you watch the home improvement shows. Think about all the things that PBS does. We really believe we're serving the underserved. We're serving those genres and that kind of television you're not going to get anywhere else. We've got great gifts for you tonight for showing your support. Here's some of those gifts.
Make a pledge of $60 and we'll thank you with this CD, the companion to the program you're watching now. With your contribution of $90, we'll be happy to send you a DVD of the program, including additional bonus footage. Make a generous contribution of $175 or more, and we'll send you the program DVD, the companion CD, and Del McCoury's Moneyland CD, featuring guest performances by Marty Stewart, Merle Haggard, Emmylou Harris, Dan Tominski, and more.
And again, we're always grateful for the ways that you call and support public television. We thank you for bringing this amazing program to us. Ronnie, why public television? Why did you think it was important?
Well, I think I can honestly say, coming from the Bluegrass community, thank you all for your pledges tonight, for bringing this music into your homes. And it's been it's an amazing show, and with your support, we can keep this music growing and alive.
Well, again, public television exists to preserve great cultural wonders like bluegrass music. Thank you guys so much for your talent. And again, if you are feeling inspired by the beautiful music that you've seen this evening, please go to those phones now, pledge your support to public television. And again, guys, what amazing music. I am honored to have been amongst you tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Janet. And again, thank you, Ronnie and Del. I've enjoyed their stories in the studio, and I enjoyed talking with them back in the green room about the show and about Bluegrass. Hopefully in the future, if you don't already, you'll associate public television with Bluegrass. We believe it's the only place on television you're going to see great programming like this. And I want you to have some of these performances to keep with you in your home. So let me tell you about some of the great gifts we have for you at the $60 level. We've got that CD, All-Star Bluegrass Celebration. Many of the performances you hear tonight, as well as some bonus tracks. At the $90 level, we've got the DVD of the program. There's some great backstage interviews. There's a great one that I caught earlier of Vince Gill together with Del talking about Bluegrass, being backstage at the Ryman Auditorium. And then at the $175 level, we've got that DVD for you. We've got the CD of this program, and again, that has the bonus Man of Constant Sorrow, the only place you're going to get that. And then you've got that Moneyland Bluegrass CD, which is showing support for rural America. So thank you so much for supporting public television.
Explore new worlds and new ideas through programs like this. Made available for everyone through contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
Be More, PBS.
The African roots of Mexico and Peru hide in plain sight.
They mix from the beginning. You cannot see them, but it's there.
I asked my grandpa, why you never told me we are black?
But today, those African roots are becoming more visible.
Blacks are here now, and they are demanding that their rights be recognized.
Mexico and Peru, the black grandma in the closet, black in Latin America.
Tonight at 8, only on KCTS 9.
Next time, a Frontline exclusive. Bin Laden is dead, but the surge in Afghanistan continues. The strategy.
Kill and capture as many as you can. Make them ask for peace.
The hurdles.
Launching those attacks, are we creating more militants than we are killing?
And the timeline for getting out.
It could take years. I mean, I don't think anybody knows.
Kill Capture, a Frontline investigation.
Tonight at 9, only on KCTS 9.
Thanks to you, Congress just passed a budget that preserves federal funding for KCTS 9. You told Congress that KCTS 9 is a vital community resource. Public television expands our horizons with outstanding programs like Frontline, American Experience, Nova, Masterpiece, and Sesame Street. Your voice made the difference. I encourage you to stay involved. Visit kcts9.org for more information. Again, from all of us at KCTS 9, thank you.
Hello, I'm Asa Tate.
And I'm Elizabeth Pereira.
We manage KCTS 9's Major Giving program.
Major gifts of $1,000 or more help diversify our revenue sources, and that helps ensure we can produce and present quality, diverse programming.
We're truly grateful for our major donors who strengthen the impact of this public service.
If KCTS 9 is a priority in your life, join us and others who value programming that reflects the intelligence of our viewers by making a major gift to your station.
For more information about our Major Giving program and benefits, please contact us at majorgiving@kcts9.org. Thank you.
In conjunction with Ken Burns' epic series, The War, KCTS 9 proudly pays tribute to local veterans of World War II.
We got 2 more direct hits, so we had to bail out.
Hear their personal stories, never told before.
We were all scared when we went in.
It was just a slugfest.
Powerful tales of courage under fire.
It was a good day. That's all I can say about that.
Watch Stories from the Northwest.
Wednesday at 7, only on KCTS 9.
Nova. Who really built Stonehenge and why?
We're on a mission. We're on a quest.
Finally, the mystery is solved.
What we saw underneath was quite a shock.
And the builders themselves have a new story to tell.
We're beginning to understand it in a way we've never been able to do before. We would never have known without these bones.
Secrets of Stonehenge on Nova.
Wednesday at 9, only on KCTS 9.
This Saturday, we'll celebrate a very special milestone. 15 delicious years of KCTS 9 Cooks. Discover the best recipes in the Northwest.
Oh my gosh.
Enjoy great meals served up with style by George Ray, Carol Dirth, and a host of brilliant guest cooks. KCTS 9 Cooks, 15 delicious years. We'll save you a place at the table.
KCTS 9 connects with Enrique Serna.
Go beyond the headlines of news, issues, and politics.
7 p.m. Friday.
Hey, Abby Shuto here, answering your questions and making forensics fun.
USA presents Dear Abby.
Here's one from Ed in Wisconsin. Dear Abby, what was your hardest case? Okay, that's a good question. The meat puzzle killer, that was pretty tough. But the most difficult one for me was definitely the case of the missing cupcake. Don't laugh. That cupcake was stolen from my lab. It was an inside job by someone who knew all the angles, how to avoid detection, how to get rid of all that chocolatey evidence. But I nabbed him. I'll be back to answer more of your questions before you can say McGee's a cupcake thief.
The Dear Abby NCIS Marathon continues next on USA. Characters welcome.
The critics can't stop talking about USA's new original series, White Collar. It's got wit and sparkle, charm and sex appeal.
I'll take that as a compliment.
It's so cool, it's criminal. White Collar. All new episodes Fridays at 10 on USA. Characters welcome.
Well-informed people are considering Chevy Malibu.
You a cop?
No.
You didn't hear it from me, but this Malibu is the best buy.
I heard that from Consumer's Digest.
It offers better highway mileage than a comparable Camry or Accord.
Estimated 33 highway. I saw that on the EPA site.
So how come the Malibu costs so little?
It's a Chevy.
You have cop hair.
The award-winning Chevy Malibu. Compare it to anyone, and may the best car win.
Looking for a fresh way to enjoy the holiday season? You don't have to fly south to get there. Just think Australian.
Come on into Outback Steakhouse this holiday season and try our juicy special sirloin and lobster tails, plus one of our freshly made sides for just $14.95. That's a 6-ounce sirloin, freshly grilled lobster tails and a side, all for just $14.95. And as a gift from us, purchase $100 in gift cards and receive a free $20 bonus card. Live adventurous. Go Outback.
Some pharmacists only dispense prescriptions. Your Walgreens pharmacist also dispenses wisdom to help you make the right healthcare decisions. Like understanding Medicare Part D, we'll walk you through a free plan comparison report to guide you to the most cost-effective and comprehensive plan, whether you're new to Medicare Part D or you've been covered for a while. So stop in and stay well. Walgreens, there's a way to stay well.
New ship smell.
You changed the way we do business. Hi, I'm Jacqueline Hall, introducing Bob Hall's new Bottom Line Pricing 24/7. Want to learn more? Come see us or click on bobhallauto.com. Haggling over the price when buying a car? Then you'll love Bob Hall's Bottom Line Pricing 24/7. I'm Jacqueline Hall, and if you just want the bottom line, come visit us or click on bobhallauto.com to learn more.
In a world that's different every day, every month, every season, here's something that won't change for 2 full years. The price of the Charter Bundle. Introducing the Charter Bundle with a 2-year price guarantee. Call us now and lock into savings of up to $70 a month with superior Charter digital cable, telephone, and high-speed internet. Whatever happens in the world around us, the price of your Charter Bundle remains the same. Don't wait. Call 1-877-959-1768. Charter brings your home to life.
If all your paint does is paint, it's only doing half the job. Introducing the paint and primer all in one. Behr Premium Plus Ultra Interior. Every brushstroke does the work of 2, so it covers in fewer coats to save you both time and money. And with hundreds of new, sophisticated colors to express yourself, the performance couldn't be more beautiful. New Behr Premium Plus Ultra Interior. A great value at the Home Depot. Good, better, Behr.
If you're using the leading sensitivity toothpaste, you may be missing some of the protection you need for a healthy mouth. With Crest Pro Health toothpaste, you don't need to make that trade-off.
Crest Pro Health is the first and only toothpaste that protects against sensitivity and all these areas dentists check most.
Sensitivity protection and more for a healthy mouth.
Crest Pro Health.
Why choose between delicious or 100 calories? With the new Yoplait Delights, now you can finally have both. It's the perfect parfait with 2 indulgently rich layers of chocolate and raspberry yogurt. And only 100 calories. New Yoplait Delights. Get rid of the or.
Discover a light yogurt like no other. Activia Light. Delicious, fat-free, and above all, the only one that has bifidus regularis and is clinically proven to help regulate your digestive system. Activia Light.
Activia! Take a look at high definition on Dish Network and DirecTV. DirecTV says they have a lot of high definition channels, but Dish Network has even more. The fact is, Dish Network has more HD channels than DirecTV and more than any cable company in America. Now get over 120 channels for just $24.99 a month for 12 months and add HD for only $10 a month. Dish Network, with the most HD in the business. Why would you ever pay more for TV?
Ready? Go get it.
Don!
What? We don't need these minutes anymore. We got that calling circle thing everybody else has.
It's AT&T's A-List, Don, and it's not the same. We get unlimited calls to any 10 people on any network. But unlike everyone else, the minutes we save, we keep.
So
why save minutes with your calling circle if they just expire at the end of the month? You're using that one.
Introducing A-List with rollover. Unlimited calling to any 10 numbers on any network and keep the minutes you save. Only from AT&T.
What are you two doing?
Just trying to beat my record. 61 dishes and a garlic press.
Oh, that's too full. Those will never get clean.
Got clean when I broke the record. Never gonna happen! Oh, sorry, buddy.
Cascade Action Packs are 4 times concentrated to get the fullest loads clean the first time.
Keep watching for more Dear Abby.
It's the best place to get your daily dose of murder, mayhem, and me.
Don't miss another episode of NCIS coming up next on USA. Characters welcome. Everyone at NCIS knows you can never have too much Abby.
Okay, I buy that.
That's why USA is bringing you 3 back-to-back episodes of NCIS, presented by none other than...
Me. I'll be on hand to show you my favorite cases and answer your questions.
The Dear Abby NCIS 3-episode marathon continues next on USA. Characters welcome.